The job Sam did on the big girl, just what Jeff said, she frustrates people when she wakes up. I mean, that girl was so frustrated in the first half.
Well, Sam tends to do that to people. It's sort of in her nature, and I don't know what it is about her, but she gets under people's skin. I don't know if it's how she plays or if she's talking some mess. I don't know what happens in between that paint, but she has an uncanny ability to really get a feel for her opponent and then tries to take away that. And Sam's very prideful, so all year long we've put her on the opposition's most dominant post player. And it's really helped in all regards because it lends Maisha up to get some steals and play off of people and use her athleticism. So Sam we've said from day one, has really been the X factor that the general eye could not see, but if you're a basketball coach and an aficionado of the game, you're going to see that she's a catalyst for us.
And I don't think it's any shock that it was the charge that kind of started. I think her second foul was the charge under the basket in the first half, and I think it was like a 7-0 run after that. That's no shock, is it, that she drew a charge?
No, it's what she's been doing all year. And it was really surprising she didn't make the all-defensive team. But I just think when you have championship teams, it takes a village, and you need some superstars. But underneath all of the accolades are always the minions, the workers, the worker bees, and I think everybody's embraced the role on this team, and it doesn't matter whether they get notoriety or not. They know their responsibility, their job, and what they do is so crucial to our team's success.
Seth, you've been here for all three of them, but this is the first one where you guys were the hunted. You were the ones everybody was after. Is it more difficult, or is it more nervy?
I think the first two games were nervy. And after that, I felt like, gosh, all the teams are really good. There's not a lot of separation, even though you have a 1 seed. I mean, look at the men's tournament; it's crazy. But the first two games, I feel like those are the most pressure because you're expected to do well. And then after that, the teams are phenomenal that you play from the Sweet 16, Elite 8, and it's really whoever just performs on that night. We talked about it before we came. This is not like the WNBA or the NBA where you get a 5 or 7 game playoff series and really the best team ultimately wins those things. I mean, your shot might not be on, or their scheme might be better on one particular night. You can't then. It's not like those situations where you could go back and go, okay, we're going to do this different the next game we play. It's a one and done. So that's a lot of pressure on kids and coaches to make sure everything is game planned and ready for that execution for that one night. And that's why you see so many upsets in not only our game, but the men's game is, gosh, some of those teams can play 10 times and the opposition would win 9. So it is it's a credit to our kids. They came out from the get-go, and we struggled a little bit offensively. Our shot wasn't going. We had wide open shots, but we stuck to it. And we know all year long, no one's really ever talked about our defense, but we were actually the best defensive team in our conference. Everyone just talks about our dynamic scorers and this and that, but really what we've been able to hang our hat in sort of quietly is how good we've been on defense.
Well, last thing, what does this do? Obviously going to the Final Four for a third time, but what does that do for the program as far as, I know it doesn't make recruiting easier, but it's still, if there wasn't an ever a door that you couldn't open, I can't imagine there's not one you can't get in.
Yeah, I think it's just affirmation because it was, in 13, so 5 years later. And I think Coach said every senior that's been with us for 4 years has played in a Final Four, and that's pretty remarkable. So what I like is consistency. You know what you're getting when you come to our program, and it's a chance and an opportunity to get there. Now, we can't promise anything every single time you step out there, but you know that the coaching staff has experience, and I think with Coach's USA basketball stuff he's been doing now, he's an amazing coach. The kids love to play for him. It's just, I can't imagine any kid wouldn't want to be a part of this.